We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They go play action now. Aikman. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking to pass, Aikman on first down. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, here's Smith, muscling free near the 40, and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Aikman on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Aikman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Aikman looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCoy's field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. On first down, Manning. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And Sanders now to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Aikman. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Aikman. And this ball is caught by touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Manning. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Sanders. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Aikman will throw. This one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Aikman. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Aikman. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing is Manning. And he's got Shockey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go with Barber. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Manning. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Up the middle they go with Dorsett. Shifts by at the 15. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Again, it'll be Dorsett as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On play action, Aikman. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes
under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way? But one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass, ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Manning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
In motion left is Beckham. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Barber. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. To throw is Aikman. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I feel like my man Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Room past the 35 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barber. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Play action. Manning. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Barber on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action, now Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, here's Aikman. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. A handoff, Dorsett up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Smith. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Aikman looking to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they're going to have a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Aikman. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Now Manning. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Manning. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Manning. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Aikman on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down is Aikman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. As they talk it over, we step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Aikman. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, it's Aikman. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Aikman. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
A throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Once again, it's Barber. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Working from the gun, Manning. Gets this one to Morris. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Off the play fake, here's Aikman. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Smith up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Aikman will throw. This little short throw to Witten. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Smith trying to run for it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Another try for Smith. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Morris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. From the gun, it's Manning. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Aikman. Left side, it's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Aikman looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Aikman to throw on 2nd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again here, Aikman. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Aikman. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Aikman now off the bootleg. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st down, Manning. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Manning. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Manning. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Again, it's Manning. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. To throw, it's Manning. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now here come the Cowboys. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now Aikman on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th-quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Here we go.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Hey, what we got? Let's go, baby. Let's go now. Let's go. I'm getting it. Who wants some? It's a big one now. It's a big one. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. Y'all got time. Let's go. It's game time. That's what I'm talking about. Pay attention. Pay attention. Go ahead. Stay baby.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now Manning. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Manning now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Manning gonna throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing is Manning. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try it now with Barber. And I think the ball's out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back, able to get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, here's Aikman. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And New York set to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Manning. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Let's go get it now. Let's roll. Hey, been there, done that. Let's go, y'all. Get something together. Let's pray. Let's pray now, baby. Let's pray. Whatever it takes, I'll get it. Guys ready to get it on right now? Let's go. Let's go. Gotta have it, baby. We gotta have it.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes! The Giants now down by 10, 2:11 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Throwing on first down is Manning. And he's got Shockey. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Manning. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Manning. Gets this one to Morris. And he will have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Manning to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Up the middle they go with Dorsett. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Here's second down. He's back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.